Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for ramble ways of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood. From sea to shining sea.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Job Shop USA. My name is Keith and we're in my shop once again. Now this is another episode of What's in Your Job Shop. All right, we got a pallet over here with the Grizzly on it and the base stand. We're filling it up with the big heavy hardware, and then of course we got our boxes back here that we're starting to fill those as well. We're nearing the completion here. Within this weekend here, I should be pretty well packed up, and this package of a machine shop will be on its way to Brava, and Valdir will be playing and opening here soon. It takes a while to get there by the slow boat. Slow boat to Brava. All right, let's come in and take a look at a couple things that just came in from our viewers the other day. And also, I picked up 2 mill clamp sets, and I decided to go through, clean up my old sets, and outfit Valdir with 2 hold down clamps for the mill. Let's go check it out. All right, let me move this little Delta bandsaw away. This is my little Delta bandsaw. I actually purchased this at Home Depot in California before I moved back to the Cape in '94. All right, so when John Peters gave me the Enco saw, I retired this. It was over in Vince's shop, and of course he builds and works on boats, and this thing is covered with a lot of overspray from paint jobs and stuff like that, but it's still a worthwhile saw, and I'm gonna find a room on the pallet to actually put this on here too as well. So anyway, I need to move it out of the way. All right, I got some standing room here now. This is what I've come up with on my 3/8 set here. And I also was more interested in the 1/2 inch set, but I'm going to send him the 3/8 set as well, because you know how it is when you might have attachments, rotary tables, and all kinds of other things. As he ventures in, he'll have smaller T-nut slots and capabilities. Now, he may change these things out as you know, in the future. Remember, he's somewhat in metric world versus my American Standard ass here. Okay. I went ahead and personally made sure that this set of T-nuts fit, and I exchanged them in this set so that I knew that these would fit. I also incumbrance or included some other ones here, and of course these are the jack bolts for the big table there, a couple extra pieces in there. So I'm going to wrap this up and wrap this one up here, and we're going to get them shoved into the cabinet. And let's take a look over to the cabinet and we'll see how that's looking. Okay, I got you zoomed in on the little vise here, and this is the vise that I was promising trade-off for the 246 blocks that were sent up with the mill. And so I did clean this up. It was a rust ball as well, because it was over in Vince's shop for a duration. It was on another little Clausy number 2 mill. And I was thinking about sending that mill, but when Craig came up with the offer of the Grizzly mill drill and having R8 collets and stuff like that, a little heftier, I thought it would be more useful than the other mill. This actually has a larger table. It has the auto feed, or it has variable speed feed and things like that. All right, I got a steel block that I'm going to go ahead and drill and weld this 7/8 bar into it. And I have the 7/8 collet in here, and I'm going to bring the head down. I'm going to lock it down on the collar, clamped into the vise, bolted to the table, and we are bolted 4 ways. All right, look out on the pallet here. 4 points. Bolts go all the way through, and then there's a steel bar that I put on the plasma cam, cut out the pattern and the plates and brought it up with the forklift. I was able to reach underneath there, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the base, but I'm loading the base right now. So everything is wrapped up, it's oiled, and it's put in here. And then after this is completely full, then I'll put the door on. I'm going to turn the thing inward. We're going to have a band, strap band going around it, and then it's going to get lagged in or bolted through the same way as that is. After that, then everything's going to be lubricated down, and then I'm going to take this cling paper or plastic, and with the oil, I'm going to seal this all up. After that, then Rainin from RP Boatworks is going to come in. He's going to shrink wrap it, and we're going to take strapping, and the shrink wrap will be bolted to the top of the pallet. So then these things are completely sealed up from the weather, and pallet bars can go through the pallet, and the cables can come up, and everything can be done without disrupting the seal of the individual items. The lathe is going to be the same way, and I have the lathe in the other room. So there's kind of a tag on what we're doing, and we're just about ready. All right, let's take a look at a couple packages that came in. This one here says DMS, 99th Street, New York, there, Niagara Falls. Hey Keith, just some stuff I had laying around for Valdir. Thanks, Mike Benjamin. Lots of brazed carbide bits and old machinery handbook. Those are some bits there, and some more brazed bits there. I can look in. They're all nice sizes. Okay, they all look like they would fit in his holder there. 1/2-inch bits or so. I'm not even gonna unwrap those there. So they're wrapped up. I think they're gonna be going for a good ride here. There's some 3/8, and this is exactly that's what he's gonna be needing. All right, and Machinery's Handbook right there, 22nd edition. All right, I think I can just I think I could just forward this box. Perfect. Perfect. Love it. Thanks a lot, Mike. Huh. Feels smaller. All right, and this one here is from John Peters. Very, very good friend of mine and a local. And we found each other some time ago through my videos and YouTube, and he heard the music in the background on my videos, and he goes, "Hey, that's the channel or station I listen to," and so we listen to the same music. So it's, on one hand, playing the music kind of gave me momentization issues with my beginning videos, but also I got a good friend out of the deal. John Peters is also the one that gave me the Inco saw, and he's also the one that gave me the Rutland. So hats off to him. And he said, "Hey, I have a metric micrometer." Actually, this is blue tape. This should peel off without taking anything off the box. So let's see. Yep, that's good. Excellent. I'm going to leave it exactly where he's got it. He's got it locked so the amble's not touching. Remember, if you're touching ambles or your vernier calipers are touching, they could get moisture and rust. All right. Nice 0 to 25 millimeter. This is a catch me out. Thanks a lot, John. This is going to be, we all know that I mean, most of the time our 1-inch mic is almost in our pocket on a daily basis. Excellent. Thanks again. Here again, this is going to go right into the toolbox. All right, let's go take a peek at the lathe on its base as much as we can see it. It's in the other side of the shop, so let's go. Last weekend, this platform and the one that you just saw in the other room with the Grizzly on it was a single platform that my landlord brings in, or has these dingo track machines delivered on them. So I took the one base and figured out my span, and it just happened to be that the width of the platform was the right size to carry the lathe. And then I picked the width. The 4 foot is our max on the width. 4x8 and 4x4 is our shipping choices. So what I did is I took the one platform and I cut it to where I had 2 4 foot wides by the width, which is the length now. And then I spaced and I added in some more 2x6s to go ahead and completely make it a solid top. And then I added an extra runner, centered the runner there, so now it could be forklift from both sides. It also had the cross ribs through it, so pallet bars can go through and support the load as well. This oiler I'll be taking off and putting it into the cabinets. I got the doors off right now. I can't really get you in on this view right here, but I will get you in on the view there in a couple seconds so you can get a look at it. I took 2 angles, came down to 2 flat bars here, plasma cut out the angles on both sides so it'd be rigid, so it actually give the stability for this. Its regular 3/8 bolts are bolted through here and 1/2 inch around here, and this is also a steel doubler on the bottom side of the run, so this is not going anywhere. This is rigid as heck. With it centered here, that Delta bandsaw, the base will bolt to one side, the bandsaw itself will bolt to the other side. I'm going to make temporary little feet that will let it anchor down, and it will be through bolted as well. The 2 toolboxes, after they're filled, will be plastic coated, and then they will be strapped in here. I may actually put a couple slots in here with my Whizzy wheel, and there'll be strapping going in on this. Not necessarily strapping to the pallet, but strapping in for the load. with the saw here and the base here, or the base and the saw, there's nowhere for anything to go. There again, it'll be shrink wrapped after oiled and clear wrapped, or that transparent stretchy wrap. Then it'll be shrink wrapped, and then this will be going just like this. Here's giving you an idea. Now this is actually centered exactly on the pallet, and this shape right here is pretty much duplicated this side and that side. It might be just a little bit shallower on the other side, but this is going to be where the machinist toolbox is going to go, and then the base can bolt here. The base is narrower than this right here. I'll pull the casters off of it. It'll be able to lock in, and that just give you an idea of the size the area we have here. Now the reason why we're not fully crating the thing in is weight and cost of shipping. And so sealing it up and anchoring it down, bolting it down, and then doing the shrink wrap on it is going to give us the protection. You know, I've already been kind of planning and playing around with this area right here now that we don't have the Rutland in here. These tool bit grinders, or carbide high-speed grinders I got here, I'm going to separate them from being on the same post. If I had a giant shop and I had an 8-foot circle to give up, this is the way that I think you should have your grinders mounted here, because you would be able to walk around to all 4 wheels and be 100% comfortable, whether you wanted to do this, that. All right, it doesn't make sense in a small shop. So I have another post. I'm going to separate them, turn them this way here, and then you can come up to them and get them on either side. And then I'll also bring over my Leslie drill sharpener, probably have them in this area. So it'll just be boom, boom, boom. And then I actually have a good floor here. And if I'm flinging chips over here from the closing, it's easy to go ahead and get to them, because there's going to be all the cables and wiring is all going to be nice, neat, uniform, going through one little track here. So this area is just going to be opened up immensely, and I'm looking forward to it. All right, last week when I was doing the pallet, here's some shots of making the pallet and getting the lathe mounted on it and then back into the shop. It was a really beautiful day. I had the shop door open, and you can actually get some shots from in the driveway outside into the shop. It's kind of neat. Something you don't get to see every day in my videos anyhow. Check it out. All right, we got our hanger outside here. You can see in the distance there we got the pallets. So we're getting ready. We're going to grab that pallet, and we're going to place it in the floor right here so that we can have this inside and go ahead and do our bracing and footing for the stability and mounting this to the pallet. Got to nip that corners in there. before those tack in there. So I'm going to grab that real quick on the sander. All right, we're going to do the same thing on all three corners here. We'll keep it a little cooler on that one. All right, I hope you enjoyed those little clips. They were all with my phone, you know, and so it's another handy tool that I like having around to go ahead and catch some clips of what's going on. At least that way I'm not dragging the big camera around and I get some kind of reference of what's going on here. All right, that's it for what's in your job shop. Thanks for visiting Job Shop USA. Until next time, get her done.